too long, because just a minute later, we have the 7th character. And this one's actually important for the plot. Those other guys, they don't really matter that much. But this one is the important one. Honestly, it's your fault for not knowing that, you idiot. Oh, look, another character. I actually forgot this guy was in this movie. Oh, and by the way, those last 2 characters from that last montage, they fell in love off screen. I mean, yeah, we haven't heard a single line of dialogue from either of them, and they've only been on screen for less than 2 minutes, but this movie wants us to be invested in their romance. I cannot stress enough that this is the exact opposite way to make a movie, but we still just started. It is very painful for me whenever I realize how little of the movie has passed. So far, this movie has spent its entire first 20 minutes on introducing characters with these insane montages. And after all of that, we don't know any of these people. Anyway, let me try to speed things along and try to explain the plot. So this girl is the Enchantress. She's possessing this researcher girl, and she has magical powers, so the government keeps her on their payroll so she can, like, do stuff for them. I don't know. Amanda Waller has her heart in a box, too. So if the Enchantress goes too crazy, she can, like, stab the heart with, like, a pen or whatever she has on hand, and it calms her down. Basically, this also leads to Amanda Waller wanting more superheroes, or metahumans, for her task force. And yeah, she knows about Aquaman and the Flash, and she's friends with Batman, but she does not ask them to be on her team. Instead, she just visits the super jail to pick up Killer Croc and Diablo and Harley Quinn. I mean, yeah, I guess if Aquaman's not answering your calls, beggars can't be choosers. But here's something about the Suicide Squad series that I always think is a little silly. I get why Deadshot's here, okay? He's human, but he has a near inhuman ability to shoot stuff with guns super well. And I understand, like, the Big Shark and characters like that. I get everything but Harley Quinn. She's just a normal girl with a bat. Why would the government want her help? She doesn't offer any tactical assistance. She's not really that good of a fighter.
I gotta work on my cardio.
You can do karate. What are you talking about? Well, anyway, don't think about that stuff. Look, Deadshot's on the screen. Hey, somebody put on the Kanye song. I think this might be the first racist soundtrack. And I should also bring up the fact that the dialogue in this movie is butt ass.
Damn. That is just a mean lady.
And I think most of it's only bad because the movie is literally out of order. So far, Amanda Waller is trying to assemble a team, but we don't know what it's for, because there is no threat at this point.
It's in World War II.
It's World War III.
No, it's not. There is no conflict. I'm fairly sure that by this point in the original draft, the central antagonistic force was probably already established. But in this version of the movie, we have spent the first half hour just cramming in as many flashbacks and montages and fucking music videos in so we can justify how many people are in this movie. There's also this super weird scene where Joker's sitting in his ridiculous knife room, or as he calls it, his knife room. And his goon comes in and he's like,
Where is she?
well, you left her to get arrested by the Batman. She's in jail. You don't remember that? But then this henchman explains with dialogue that they added in post that she's being held in a super secret prison.
Everybody's disappearing. There's this new law where if you're a bad enough bad guy, they stamp terrorist in your jacket.
And it's pretty obvious to me that this scene clearly belonged somewhere else in the movie, and it had a completely different purpose in the story. And that happens a lot. Man, look at Joker's face. I feel you, man. I don't get what's going on either. But you know, I gotta say, the longer I watch this movie, the more Jared Leto's Joker is growing on me. Because he is so fucking stupid, but it's kind of funny. And that's really all I have to look forward to in this movie. So meanwhile, the Enchantress takes over the researcher lady's body, and she flies away one night to find her brother? I guess she has a brother. No one told me that. But he's lying dormant in this random guy? Was this stuff supposed to be established in an earlier scene? Because I think we forgot to put that in. Oh, but I'm sorry. My mistake. They explain that her brother was inside a jar in this tiny little bit of text right here. So wait, I was actually supposed to read all the shit that was on the screen whenever a character got introduced? Yeah, let me tell you, some of this is very important information. Out of all those fucking flashbacks, and montages. You didn't explain to me anything about this character's romantic subplot, her brother, her powers, her plan, and now this is happening. I have no context for what I'm looking at. Is this a new movie? Did I change the channel? Yo, can we cool it with the music? Whose idea was the music? This is like the 10th or 11th fucking song, and the movie just won't slow down for a second. I don't have time to process how many things are being thrown at me. So you remember when I told you guys that I tried watching this movie when I was drunk? Well, now I know why I tuned it out. Because this movie already makes you feel drunk. So being drunk on top of that is just downright disorienting. So if you're out there and you don't drink alcohol, I will just tell you straight up, this is what it feels like. So anyway, Enchantress awakened her brother, who turned into a monster. And then the Enchantress flies back to her hotel and turns back into a normal human. Then seconds later, her and the white man just appear at the city that her brother is attacking. And I don't mean seconds later from our perspective, they basically teleport there. I know that because he's still on the train tracks fighting people. What are they trying to do? Well, I guess they're trying to kill her brother. How are they planning on doing that? Again, I do not know. He just looks at her and he says this.
I can't do this. I can't.
Listen, there's no other way. Just get it done.
What? What does that mean? This guy is also fully aware that her demonic form is what awakened this monster guy in the first place. So why is he okay with unleashing her again? I'm even more confused because Amanda Waller is upset that this is happening. She's like, what the fuck is the Enchantress doing? And then she starts stabbing the heart like a freak. This is also the first time that the threat of the movie has appeared. But Amanda Waller already got her team together before all this happened. I mean, that's pretty convenient. Literally hours after you assemble your team, a supervillain appears. I just have to say again, it feels like this movie was made wrong. There are clearly scenes and lines of dialogue missing. And the scenes that are in the movie give us zero context for what is happening because they're all out of order. Half of the characters that got these flashy montages haven't even said or done anything yet, and despite that, the movie feels like it's halfway done already. I'm really remembering why I put this video off for so long. I don't know if I can do this. I cannot analyze a movie that isn't interested in making sense. Maybe I am a fraud. Maybe that makes me a bad critic. You know what? No, I can't do this. Cut the fucking mic. I'm done. I'm gonna go watch other movies. There's other movies out there that are actually good and worth watching. Okay, so it's day 2 of me attempting to watch this movie. This isn't a bit either. I legitimately had to go take a break. But I'm here now. I'm ready to dive back in. I'm in a much better mood. I'm hydrated. I'm feeling good. And immediately we have another licensed song.
Is this music? I can't get enough of that sweet music.
You know, Seven Nation Army doesn't fit this scene either. What'd you pick it because it has Army in the title of the song? And this scene has Army Men? Oh, and if that's not enough, we get another character for our Suicide Squad. Oh my god, you can't do that, I'm pretty sure. So at this point in the movie, our heroes are being recruited to go in and stop the Enchantress and her brother. Except they aren't. That's right, even though Amanda Waller specifically made this task force to fight against other superpowered individuals, she's using them to extract somebody from the city. I'm sorry, I can't keep commenting on the music or I'll be here all fucking day. Also, right as they get on their helicopter and leave to go to the city, another fucking character shows up at the last minute. It's like she was late. They even immediately rush to like this quick flashback montage for her so she can get one just like everybody else. This is so sloppy and it feels like a mistake. It feels like they forgot to put this character in the movie until now.
I would advise not getting killed by her. Her sword traps the souls of its victims.
Honestly, if anything, I should just at least be happy that her montage didn't have any licensed music. Man, come on! See, this song is called Spirit in the Sky, and in this